Hey darlings, I'm so excited because I am finally decorating for summer. So I popped on a movie and I grabbed my orange bird cup and I immediately got to work on my entryway. So I found these amazing posters, the Red Internationals on Amazon. I really like these, and these are like dirty, cheap poster frames from Walmart. So these are great because they're cheap, and if they break or something, you can replace them. And they're super easy to hang up. I just use these little photo hangers, and the frames are very light, the posters are very light. To be honest, I was very skeptical of these posters when I saw them online because I thought there's no way they're gonna look that good, but they look really, really great. And I really love that I can switch out posters. I can reuse different posters for different things. So I really love that, and it gives a little Disney magic as soon as you walk into the apartment. Then I wanted to decorate my shoe cabinet. My shoe cabinet is super, super amazing, and I love to put a nice Nest Rose Noir and Oud candle. Have a lovely little smell as soon as you walk in the door. And then I also had just put my purse there. That's my spring purse. And then I had my flower vase. It just gives a nice, beautiful feel when you walk in. And of course, I had to have a full-length mirror so we can see ourselves before we leave. And this one is from At Home. It's very affordable. So this is kind of the finished look with my summer bag and some flowers. It's quite lovely. Then I wanted to go straight into my extra bathroom. This is my office bathroom, gym bathroom, guest bathroom. I have that little springtime container. I have the pompo grass with black and brown and white, and that's kind of the color scheme I wanted to go for. I wasn't even using this container in this room, so I was like, well, I might as well take that out, go put it somewhere it's going to be used, and then reorganize this to make it more practical. I did get this from, I think, TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And then I also got these little containers. They have the little bows on them. I wanted to, again, just make it as practical as possible, but also still be really cute. So I like that pattern a lot. And I just ended up putting little floss picks. I have a cotton swabs, and then I also have cotton Q-tips. And it's also nice because really I'm going to be using the Q-tips most of the time, but these other containers are also available and they're clear so everybody knows what's in them. And I was testing to make sure that they were easy to get out of the tray, because the tray is like a little short and these containers are big. Then I put Mickey on top. He's so cute. This is one of a set of salt and pepper shakers that I got maybe 2 years ago. And I really love him. So I ended up putting him in this, and then you'll see the white one later, and it's part of a set. So I love that. Then I used the white faux flowers, just a little extra decor. I like to put little feminine touches everywhere. It just makes everything feel more homey. Once I finished that, I wanted to add a towel ring to this bathroom. For some reason, it didn't have one. So I got this on Amazon in a pack of 2, and it was super, super cute. It definitely matched the vibe I wanted. Then I wanted to do a super amazing Disney DIY with you guys using faux flowers from Michaels and embroidery hoops. So we are going to be making our own floral Minnie Mouse head, and I've seen several different versions of this, and I wanted to give you guys a full tutorial. So I do embroidery. I've shown this in a couple of other videos, and these are embroidery hoops. It's just a set you can get on Amazon, you can get at Walmart, you can get it at Michaels. Wherever you go for any kind of sewing supplies or just general supplies, they will have these. And we are going to use the biggest one as our Minnie Mouse head. And then we're going to try out a couple of different sizes of hoops for her ears. So this is really adorable. It's a very affordable DIY, and it lasts a long time. So I've had it up for quite a while now since I filmed this, and I really enjoy it. One thing that I will say is I just had to test out what size ears would be best. And also I had to make sure that like they match and they were the exact same size. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So the first thing I'm going to do is hot glue these embroidery hoops together. I was very unsure if this was going to work, but it ended up working out really well. So the hot glue with the embroidery hoops, it did hold perfectly fine. However, I am one of those people that like everything to be extremely secure. So I ended up just putting my white thick thread around, and I'm going to show you how to do it only because I want to show you how I knotted it at the end. So it's very simple, of course. You're just going to take it, you're going to wrap it around, super easy. And then you're going to leave a little bit of the tail end off the thread so that you can knot it very similarly to how you would do any kind of sewing if you've done that. If not, we're just going to make a basic knot once we have everything done at the end. So now that both of these are done, we can start with the most beautiful part, which is adding the flowers. Again, all of these flowers are from Michael's, and I wanted to get some little creative flowers like the hanging ones, because part of living in Florida, I've fallen in love with that hanging type foliage that we have everywhere. So these are really, really good for that, because I'm just going to add a couple on one side and then a couple on the other side, and you'll kind of see what I mean as we go along. But the other thing I like is that these were really easy to cut apart because there was no like really intense metal wire inside. I don't know if that's because they're supposed to be hanging ones or why it didn't have that, but it didn't, and I was really grateful, because if you've ever cut up faux flowers, that can be a thing. So with this, I want to say, please be safe. If you are using the hot glue gun, do not do what I am doing. I am absolutely the worst when it comes to using the hot glue gun. Also with this, because they are embroidery hoops, a lot of the surface area is on the top. You can see I glued this to the edge, and then I kind of partially pushed it up towards like the top part with the most surface area. Just kind of play around with it and see what works best for you. Of course, like I said, be safe. This is more for entertainment than education, but I wanted to show you up close how much of a stem I have left on here, because again, you want to make sure you have enough, but not like an annoying amount. So these I thought that were so amazing. I ended up putting 2 or 3 on this side and then 2 on the other side. So I put 3 on one side and 2 on the other basically. And I love these, and to be honest, they've lasted for so long. Like everything has gone so well. After I finished with the hanging ones, I really wanted to put these. They almost look like reeds from a pond. If you're from the South, you might have this. They have a lot of these in Florida and Louisiana and Tennessee, Carolinas. So they're kind of pond reeds. I really loved those. I like to have just the same types of florals. I also use those white roses, and I want to show you the butterfly. So that butterfly is actually a clip-on, and I ended up clipping it to some of the stems. So very easy, pick whatever florals you want, glue them on. I have the reeds, I have some of like faux wheat, the roses, and I think it goes perfectly with the color scheme in the bathroom, and it was so much fun. So if you guys do it, make sure to tag me on Instagram. Then it was time to move on to the living room, our final section, the living room and the kitchen. I started with the TV stand as usual, and I ended up wanting to have a little bit more color than I'd had last year. So if you saw last year's video, it was very beige, very nautical. I wanted to add blues and yellows this year, that beach, ocean, sunset vibe. So I went to the thrift store. You can find a ton of these at the thrift store. You can find these at big department stores. They're usually extremely affordable. And while the sun was setting, I thought, oh, this is the perfect time to start doing all this, wrapping everything up. This is also from last year. It's a piece of driftwood with custom made bowls. And then I have a little picture of hand with seashells, and then I have the actual seashells, and I thought that was super awesome. So a lot of this is reused from last year's video, so I'll definitely link that for you so that you can go through in more detail if you want. This is also from last year. This, I said, it reminds me of my great grandma because she had a lot of these types of things, like with sand and shells inside, so I loved that. This is new. These are salt and pepper shakers. You'll see me use salt and pepper shakers a lot because they are affordable and they're great for like little spaces. So I used one here, and they're just like little silver fish. I loved that so much. And I also used some more shells. Oh, I also got this ceramic set of starfish. I love these. I think these are so beautiful. And I think I got them at maybe Marshall's and they were on sale. They're super awesome. I love that nautical vibe without being overwhelming. Don't look at the thrift store sticker that I tried to get off, but I love these blue bottles. Like I said, you can get these at tons of different stores. I have driftwood that I got from the beach. So I think they have, you know, ceramic starfish. They have a lot of this stuff. If you don't live in Florida, you can always create that vibe at home by going out and grabbing some nautical themed things from the store. And this seashell candle, this is another thing from last year. I didn't end up burning it last year, so I thought, oh, we'll just keep it for this year. It'll be super fun. And this was new last year. I'm so excited. Mickey Mouse Sailor. He has made his reappearance. He is also Amazon Enesco. I think you can just buy him directly from Enesco if you want. He's so amazing. He's one of my favorite pieces. And this year I also got Minnie Mouse. So I didn't want to buy both last year because they are a little bit pricey for a figurine in my opinion. So I ended up getting Minnie Mouse this year. She's so cute in her little skirt, her little ears. I thought it was interesting, like they were a pink purple. That was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute, you know. So I love it a lot. I think she's so cute. I put her with my heart rocks, and I ended up switching the bottle to the other side so there wouldn't be like too much blue. And then I did the rest of the top of the TV stand again with another blue bottle and another yellow bottle. I try to mix up the colors and not have, you know, a whole straight line of dark blue bottles. So it kind of gives you all those different shades of blue and yellow without being too crazy. And I like to have a lot of the neutrals, a lot of the burlap, things like that. And of course, we have my coffee table books. So I have Marilyn on this side, and then I have another one I'll show you on the other side. This is reused from spring, and I pretty much reuse that vase with every season. And then I have this little blue bottle. I think I got it when I got the mirror from At Home. So you can definitely grab any of these at different stores. Like I said, they're available everywhere. This is my Lucille Ball book. A lot of these coffee table books I get from Ollie's or other thrift stores. is very cheap. This puzzle, again, this is a reuse from spring. Tons of stuff just being reused. This is the other salt and pepper shaker that goes with the black Mickey that I have in the guest bathroom. So again, split things up, find creative ways to reuse things that you have. I promise it will be worth it. So this is another example of something that I'm switching up only part of it. I ended up taking the styrofoam out of the first one, and I actually don't know if that's styrofoam. I think it's some kind of plant, like faux plant holder that you can get at Michael's. And then I realized I could just take the pink flowers out. So I took the pink flowers out and I replaced them with yellow and orange daffodils for summer. So I am big on finding as many ways as possible to reuse everything. The white flowers are going to be the same, season after season. And the more that, you can reuse, or these faux flowers, next year I can reuse them, it makes me super happy. So once I was finished up in the living room, I went into the kitchen and I wanted to do my coffee and tea trays. So I love to decorate. Again, I'm staying with those same themes of blue and yellow and orange, very summer colors. So this one is my tea tray. So I ended up just putting some of the jasmine green Numi tea that I really like. It's really, really good. I definitely recommend trying it. And I love that it kind of created this like beautiful swirl pattern. Like this was not planned. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I realized like it made this cute little pattern. So I like things to be cute, but also practical. So of course, this is the same teapot that I use season after season. I got it when I was traveling in Morocco. I also have these pineapple jars. These are from last year as well. I believe I got them at Walmart and they came in a set of 4. So you'll see that I'm using the yellow one as well. And I use them to hold the straws, but to be honest, you can definitely like use them for all different things. And then I have this from the thrift store. This I got at Goodwill. It's a teapot holder, so it kind of keeps it from burning your counter if it's really hot. So mine has little feet, but I have some teapots that don't have feet. So it just keeps everything from setting directly on the counter and like creating any hot spots or anything like that. And it looks really cute and I like it. It was like $5. So I have my kettle, same season after season. And I love this. Oh my gosh. I got this in a teacup that I bought from TJ Maxx. It's the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. And he's just a little tea steeper. He's so cute. So I finished this section with some flowers. You'll see I ended up changing out one of these jars and I had to add Stitch, my little park pal. They don't have park pals as much anymore. They really only have a couple of characters, but Stitch is perfect because his live action just came out. So we added him. And then I went right over to what I'm calling like the caffeine area with I have the knives and my salt and pepper shaker. I want to show you my salt and pepper shaker. I've had this for maybe like 5 years now, and it has the salt and pepper in one so that you don't have to have lots of stuff on the counter and you have more room for cute stuff. Like this Hello Kitty cookie jar that is a pineapple. I saw this and TJ Maxx, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love it. So I'm going to put some cookies and things. Last year I had the big clear cookie jar, but this year I have Hello Kitty. So perfect. And it covered up that gross like plug. So that worked really well. I also wanted to go ahead and put my forever coffee holder and then also my little gold and silver feather coffee scoop. So I like this. It's really good. It's lasted a long time. I don't even remember where I got it because it was so long ago, and it lasts and lasts. So I'm a big person believing in that. These I also did last year. I believe I put it in the video, just pumpkin spice and cinnamon. So that's what the S and the P stand for in my mind, even though cinnamon starts with the C. Because again, these are just cute little cactus salt and pepper shakers. We have the yellow container. Again, color, like coordination is important. So I didn't want to put the yellow right next to the yellow. So I put it next to the orange container. And I love these. They came with a set with the blue one, and it also came with a red one as well. And I'm just going to put my electrolytes in here. I'm going to keep it in the container because it doesn't need to be exposed to air that long. And then I have my Celsius packets. So I only had 2 left, but don't worry, I filled it back up with the tropical vibe one. And it mixes really well, so I do that in the morning. So you'll see I put the yellow jar over here. Super perfect. Honestly, I thought this was such a fun decorate with me. Practical, but also super adorable. So let me know how your summer decorating is going, and I will see you later.